Hi, my name is Wilx, and this is episode 4 of Ferrous Block. And the more I play this pack, the more I like it. Challenging, but not grindy. Great combination. All right, today is going to be mostly my Nether episode, but we will start off with some things like a Silent Gear Crossbow and Paxel and a few other odds and ends for equipment and stuff. But before we get started on any of that, a couple of things to correct from last episode. One, Andro suggested that when I was down here making the piles of dirt in here, or piles of garbage, and then putting them up there, I should have used the compressed version. It doubles the number of rats. Or even better yet, if I took those compressed ones and then compress them again and make them into balls of filth, then I could make a Rat King. And the Rat King has a drop where once you have 9 of them, you can immediately craft one of those tokens. And I still don't have a token. Oh, and I told you I was going to show you. As you can see, I'm getting things like gunpowder and bones and stuff because we had stopped off at somewhere around here last time out. And as you can see, we were getting a bunch of oh, here we got one fragment. What do you know? Oh, that may not be the same. Use. Oh, yeah, you need an awful lot of those to get one of these. Okay, that's what we're looking for to get to Red Lattice. But I'm less worried about getting to Red Lattice now because we're going to go about it a different way. We're going to be able to get our lapis, and we'll make all our lava this episode and all the rest of it. So that was what the first thing I wanted to cover off. The second thing was Flinta had suggested, well, you could have made emeralds with the Philosopher's Stone too. And I'm like, oh, of course I could. And I missed it in JEI. So that just 2 diamonds gets turned into an emerald. And I've already made lots of emeralds. So I don't need that one. All right. But now that we've got diamonds and emeralds going, instead of me cooking down all my gold and iron and stuff to make things, I'm going to make a diamond sapling, so those are just diamond blocks, and any old sapling in the middle. And I'm also going to make myself an emerald sapling. See, I told you I made some emeralds. And we'll come over here, and we'll get those started. And now I won't have to mess around with that. Next up. Yeah, the one other thing that as an afterthought, I keep wanting to use one, and I haven't made it on camera, so I have to make it on camera before I can use it. And that is, I'm going to make myself an extended furnace. So really simple recipe there. It's all very obvious stuff. We'll run over here, and I'll place it down so it can start to power up. I'm going to place it with the power on the back so I can put a hopper underneath it. I wonder if I can still do that. Okay. Because it'll suck all the power out of the line there. Now, this thing can take upgrades. And you can put a stack of upgrades in it. So these are the efficiency upgrades. They're going to increase the size of the energy buffer by 20%. And they're going to reduce the energy consumption by 20%. So both good things. So we're going to get a stack of them because it's just glowstone. And that's just redstone in Britannia. Now, this is a little more questionable. I could put a stack of these in, and what they do is each one increases the speed by 20% and the energy consumption by over 40%. So if I did a half stack of those with these, I'd be about equal. But it'd be going much faster, so it'd still be consuming more energy, right? So I'm going to keep it down until I get a better power source. So I'm just doing 16 for now. I will upgrade it later when I put in better power, but I'm just not going to do all of that this episode. I should eat, shouldn't I? Oh, and it's dark. I should sleep. I should have slept just before the episode. Well, as you can see, I've got some cows and sheep in over there, And there's chickens floating around and they're giving eggs. That's what I was really interested in. I want to see if Quark will give me anything from cows or sheep. I don't think it will, but maybe. I don't know. I'm testing. All right, so I'm going to need some faster hoppers. So we're going to take regular hoppers. I only need 2 of them, but I'm going to do a couple. So Speedy Hopper 1 is just with some iron. Then I'll do the same thing again with some gold, make Speedy Hopper 2s. And since diamonds are of no consequence to us, we will do it all the way to 3. Oh, and I've been using diamond chests now, of course. I hate the color of them. I considered making them obsidian chests, but they just never look right to me. Well, actually, on camera, they don't show up at all. It's like they're not there. Okay, so we'll put them down, 1 down there, and hope I can get this lined up from this distance. Yes. So that is pointing in there. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now it's good. I don't know if it has to pull out the bottom or not. If I use some other type of pipe, it probably could pull from somewhere else. Now, do I want to... Yeah, maybe if I put one of these on top, I can still open that, right? Yes. Okay, so we'll put it on top there, so I don't have to reach up so high. And put another chest there. So that's going to be auto-feeding. And then in here, we're going to drop in our efficiency upgrades. Notice it just sucked out. Now it's got to build its energy back up again. And put in our speed upgrades. So why am I quite so excited about this? Now notice there's this little button here. Regular furnace, blast furnace. I don't know what that is. Smoker? Probably a smoker. But we're going to put it on this, the blast furnace. And let's say I decided, okay, I'm running short of diamonds. So we'll grab our diamonds, logs here, and we'll come over here. And we'll put them in this top chest here. And as you can see, they go through pretty quick into this, right? And they're getting chewed up pretty fast by this and turned into diamonds. Whereas if I was to cook them in a regular furnace, I would just get charcoal. That's the advantage of the blast furnace. Like I'd had this blast furnace and I was putting like stacks and stacks and stacks of gold and stuff in there coming down through here. And I was actually feeding it usually sticks, but then I started running out of sticks, so I started giving it saplings just to get rid of them because these things are filling up. We're filling up with that stuff. All right. I don't need... Well, actually, let's put them in this chest here. Easier to find that way. I've now put a chest down here for things that I need to find on a regular basis and don't want to search through the big thing. That's my crafting chest, per se. Oh, and he said he might be nerfing that so the crafting table no longer joins up to it. And I tried to put in a good explanation as to why I didn't think he should, but I don't know whether I succeeded or not. I probably didn't. Oh well. Because I really liked that method, but he wanted us to use other things. So he was really excited about us using... I should show it off sometime, but I never particularly liked it that much. The item terminal for pretty pipes. All right. But anyways, let's not get sidetracked here. I've got enough to do. So to make our lava, we do it this way. Wax from... Oh, and I used this stuff here, just in a crafting grid, and got that. And I made lava buckets. And I already made a whole bunch of them because you can see I got some obsidian here, right? And it uses diamonds and blaze power. We got lots of both of those. And they don't stack, of course, but we can come along here and put them in there. And that gives us obsidian. You can use water or you can use ice. And those can stay there. All right. And so that way we can make up our... Oh, that completes off a quest. I got to get my quest. My flint and steel. There we go. Why did I not hear I didn't see the quest thing come up for that. Oh, because it already made obsidian. That's why it didn't come up. Yes, yes, yes. That makes sense. Okay, now we need equipment to go down there. So one of the things I'm going to want is some sort of a ranged weapon. And I think I decided at this level of my technology on the silent crossbow. Now, a couple of people were asking me in the in Discord, why I want to use the crossbow? Like, the DPS is higher on the bow, and they both do the same amount of base damage, so DPS is going to be better on a regular bow. The advantage is I can pre-cock this, and it's going to one-shot just about anything I'm going to meet down in the Nether, or at least anything I want to kill down in the Nether, like, blazes or skeletons or something that's bugging me. I can just one-shot it and it's dead. So and that gives me the advantage that it's a moving target, and I'm moving as well to avoid its blasts. So it's just one click and boom, I've nailed it. Whereas with a bow, I've got to cock it back and aim while it's moving and I'm moving. And I find that a real pain in the butt. Okay, as to what to put in this, by no means is this the best stuff. It's the best with what I can do right now. I would obviously be much better off if I could make their crimson steel. But even better than that, I suspect, which I haven't tried at all yet, is the gems from Silent. Silent, their gems are here. So as we come along, we look at this like range times 2, but there's a bunch of them that are like range times 4. So you're going to do a lot more damage with, see, there's a range times 4. And there's a whole bunch of them that are range times 4. Now, I don't know how many of these are found in the Nether, how many are found in the overworld, if any of them are found in the end. I don't know that. But so far, I can use compressed iron. I showed you how to make that before. Take the refined iron ingots in a compressor, and they're just cooked iron. So I'm using that, refined iron, and diamond. Now, if we look at their stats, we've got a range times 3 on this one, a range times 2 on that one, and a range times 2 on that one. Now, order makes a difference, so we've got to put this one first. Whether you put that one next or that one next depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for, this is a durability of 412. See that? And a range speed of 1.07. So a 7% increase. Whereas if we flip these two around, we've now got a range speed increase of 5% instead of 7%. But we added on what, I don't know, 100 durability or something. So it depends on whether you want more durability in this or it to shoot faster. And neither one is a huge concern. I figured, well, we'll go for shoot faster on this. I don't know if there's anything better than a blaze rod. I just don't know, right, in this. And this has something that I didn't see in the last pack I played, which is the Gilded bowstring, which gives us a range plus 25%. On range damage and plus 25% on range speed. So both those really good. Okay, so that's our bow. And by default, so far, it does 815. So we'll make that. Then we're also going to make ourselves a Paxel. Why a Paxel? Because this is our pickaxe and a shovel and an axe. But when I go mining, I want both a pickaxe and a shovel. And this isn't my my important one. It's only a harvest level 3. So it can't do the gobbler ores and things like that I'm going to be collecting. But what it can do is it's got really good durability. Look at this, 4682 on durability. And it's repairable with just obsidian. So, and I can do that while I'm down there. So as I'm vein mining stuff or excavating stuff, I don't have to worry about the durability at all on this thing. So The main thing for this was durability. So I put the obsidian first with 4,000. The diamond was 1,500, 1,280, 1,000, and 800. Okay, so those were the best I could deal with for now. Again, there are other things. I don't know if some of these might be better. I'm not sure on that. Definitely better with the crimson back here, probably. Crimson steel is 3,200. So definitely better than the diamond or whatever for the crimson steel. What about the crimson iron? Is that better? That's crimson steel. Crimson iron is 420, so it may not. Yeah, redstone alloy is probably not the best I could have done even on this. I was just running out of things to use, right? So that's why it's in there, because this uses more. Whereas if I just made a pick, it'd only be 3, whereas I got 5 because it was a Paxel. All right, so we're making that as our workhorse. And then on top of that, I just placed that there, so I made sure I had one for me. Now, there's 2 different ways you can go about these things. For instance, I'm doing redstone here. The reason I'm doing redstone is +2 range damage. Now, there's other things that you can use. For instance, this one will give you +1 attack damage, or it's also a durability of +128. So different things, different stuff. But for my ranged weapon, I don't think I can do any better, unless there's hidden things that don't show up here, than this one. Oh, and I could have made, to make the recipe for that, you've got to make these and then use 4, or you can just make the one that you're supposed to be using, the one I'm using here, as a dual thing. So I could put 2 different things in there. The reason I would put 2 different things in there, and let's say, I'm not going to do it right now because watch what happens. So even though this says range damage ×1, but when I put it in there, this becomes a range damage 1.59. It averaged out the 2. So that averaging them out didn't sound like a really good idea to me. The difference would be if I was to put something like glowstone in there, then I could place torches with it. Not that I do that with this, maybe with that, but so here we go. Redstone tip upgrade, and that is going to be for this one. For that one, I was thinking the emerald upgrade, because that gave us an extra 512 durability. Now, here's the question mark one, where I've got to decide what I think is better. And if we come down here, find ourselves some glowstone. I should have had some in my inventory here. This is what I couldn't decide on. If I put that in there, it's now, well, it's still 512 durability. What did I lose? 512 durability. Harvest speed +2. Harvest speed +2 times 1.4. What? This didn't have a times 1.4, did it? Harvest speed. Where's harvest speed? Oh, harvest speed 10. What? Okay, this definitely makes it faster. Harvest speed 10. And this makes it a harvest speed times 1 +2 times 1.4. Well, what's the harvest speed on this? The harvest, should have worked all this out in advance. 6. So 6 times 1.4, we're not going to hit the 10. So I don't care, especially in the Nether, I don't care about placing torches. So we're just going to make the emerald one, because then we get our... What? Didn't I see a +10 on my harvest speed a second ago? Am I blind? Where did I see the plus 10? Now I want to go back and look at that myself again. Did I miss? Was it because I looked at this? Is that where the harvest speed? I don't get it. I could have sworn. Well, that does look better, period. Okay, so we're doing that one. Because the durability still up there. And where'd that plus 10 go? I should have kept that one. Must have been a bug. Okay, so we'll do a dual one. And we'll put that on there. I know I'm going to be in edit and I'm going to go, oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay, oh. So now we got to, oh, and we're going to apply one more thing to these. Leather grips. And they are going to add a little bit of durability. Oh, and a little bit of harvest speed. Okay, so this thing here is 8.15 on damage right now. Oh, and what's my speed? My speed is 1.07. Now it's doing 11 on range damage, and my speed's still the same. Okay. But we definitely increased from the 8 to 11. So that was good. And then we'll put this on here. And right now my durability is 412. And now it's 1483. So a little bit of help. And I'm going to put that one right. Actually, I'm going to put it right there. Those things are going to come off my bar. Now for this guy, we're going to use one of these. And so it was a, where are we here? Durability of 4,600. And now it's 5,900. So definite improvement there. And then we're going to put that in. And now we're up over 6,000 on durability. So this thing can handle some stuff. Actually, I'm going to not be using my quest book while I'm down there, so that doesn't need to be on there. Okay. Now, when I'm down there, I'm also going to have to break some stuff that involves a harvest level 4. Harvest level 4 there. This is a harvest level 3. Now, I did it with... actually, I tried one of these out just to see how it worked, and I liked it. That was fine. This one here was a little more challenging. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let's say we came over here and my night's almost gone. I should really, especially when I'm going to be going down in the Nether and I might come back and have phantoms instantly because I haven't slept. Where was I? Here. Okay. So let's say I'm trying to make one of these. And one of the things I need to make is the emerald axe. See, this says tiny progressions. So we put that in, it says tiny progressions here, right? So if we put the stuff in the table, and it says pickle tweaks, that won't work. You cannot make one with one of those. The pickaxe was fine, but this was a problem. So I added a mod that wasn't in the pack already called, what was it called again? Polymorph. And I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. Watch what I get to do. See, I got this button up here. You don't have that button right now. And I click on that. And there's the pickle tweaks. And there's the other one. I select that one. And that's the one it would make. So I'm hoping that he's going to add this to the pack. I mentioned it in Discord, but he was busy. And I don't know if he saw it or not. But I figure he's going to watch the video anyways. Alleycraft will. And hopefully he'll include this mod in the pack. Because it solves all of his... and there's lots of recipe conflicts. Not just one or two. There's piles of them. Okay, so now that I made the correct one like that, I can make myself an emerald Paxel. Now, this guy here looks like it's got a... Oh, I got to do some damage to it first before you can see it, but it's got it can handle quite a bit of... it's got quite a bit of durability on it. But when I started vein mining, it went through it really, really fast. So didn't last me long at all. Like, oh, that sucks. I didn't even bring a dozen of these things with me. But I decided, no, I'll make one of these Paxels instead, and then I can just repair it. All right. Let's get rid of some of the stuff that I don't need on me. I'm not going to be playing with my quest book while I'm down there. This thing can just go away. I've got my backpack with me. That can come down to my bar. Oh, and I don't need this or this anymore. Oh, notice I made another waystone, by the way. Those things, I was going to make them on camera, but these bloody things don't stack. And I got a whole pile of them in this chest over here. I was going to make like a stack of the things, and they don't stack. So I just, forget it. I'm just got 2 from the quest, made an extra 2. And plague doctors. So I was just saying I should turn them into something else. I forget what they said. Death or something. But I'm not going to worry about them. I usually just kill them. But there might be something else to do with them. All right, so before we go anywhere, the first thing I've got to do... Oh, and I did clear out my tables, didn't I? Yeah. I'm going to do it over here because this is a glowy thing, and I don't like glowy things getting in my way all the time. So we're going to put it down there. We're going to right-click on it. Right-click again, and we're going to come up here, see where its name is. That's the current location. We're going to call that home. Done. Okay, so that's basically means home base. All right, over here, we're going to need our obsidian. And I think I'll put it into the ground like normal, even though I don't really have to. Oh, I'm going to need to... I've got my jetpack on me, but just... I find the jetpack a pain in the butt to do this with. And we'll come across here. And then we'll light her up. Okay. I don't need that on me anymore. Have I got everything I need? I hope so. Do I need... No, that's just to repair this. I only need like maybe one of them if I use it that many times. Okay, let's go check out the Nether. Okay, so before I go anywhere, I am going to put down one of these. And we will call this one Nether. Whoops, there. I might actually put down more than one of these in the Nether, so that's probably a bad name to choose. But I'm deliberately doing that. Then... Actually, I shouldn't rip down this one. I should rip down the one back at my base, because that's the one that's going to make all the noise. And I don't care about this thing making noise. But this one, I care if it makes noise. And we'll put these back. Wonder if I got them all back or not. And now we can get there via this. I can stay there for all I care. It's easier to find than this little thing. My map. Do I still have my waypoints? Portal. Okay, so yeah, I'm just too close to it. And that's where I found a slime. So, I know what we should be doing right away. A couple of things I should say here on key bindings and stuff. So, I have, that's a jetpack, yeah. And what did I use for, I used H for hover. Okay. Now, a couple of things you might want to change in your configs here. On your video settings, I pulled this up to 16. I had it down at like 8. Can't see far enough. 24, I got too much lag. 16's not too bad for lag. Now, on controls, no, not controls. Here for this, options on my, is it this mini map? Yeah, it's this mini map. You want mob display large icons. One of the nastiest things that we're going to have to deal with is finding ourselves at least one of the Magma slimes. And they're pretty damn rare in here, by the way. Okay, I know what I meant to do before I can't. Let's go back. I don't want mobs sneaking up on me. And let's show you why I'm here in general. Why is a rat loose? You're going to do nasty things here. You broke your lead or something? And I should have known that could happen. So notice I have been getting eggs. So far I haven't seen anything from the cows or sheep. Most of the cows or sheep are in buckets. I don't want too much lag, so they're probably going to be going... Oh. Whoa, no, I definitely didn't get all my stuff. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Yeah, you probably noticed it, and I didn't. Thank goodness I came back. Okay, let's finish this off. So, long fall boots. So, if I go flying up and come crashing back down, I don't want to die. So, and that's a quest for that matter. I have my jetpack on. And I know I'm burning power right now. It doesn't matter. This whole episode, I will not be able to use it up. These I just happened to get out of my loot over there. Notice they're adding extra hearts. That was why I picked them. If you didn't get lucky, didn't get it out of there, may I suggest the Silex stuff's pretty good for the helm and the legs. And you can enchant that up yourself or whatever with your books from the fishing thing. We also, actually, I don't need this many. I probably shouldn't have. I should probably only make half as many as that. Nah, we'll just make them all right now because they don't stack. And let's get rid of a lot of them up in here. Oh, notice I made one of these crafting pads. There's 2 different crafting tables you can bring with you. That's just one of them. Okay, another thing that we're going to want to bring with us. I'm not going to need that or that right away. I'm going to make myself a Dank Null. So straightforward 1 barrel and coal. Come over here, stick it in redstone, get the next tier up. Come over here, stick it in gold. Get the next one. Emerald. And this one, I think the next level up involves, Oh, no, 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 no. We deliberately can do the next one here. Yeah. All right. Glad I checked that. So now the next one up of this involves nether stars. So we're not doing that. Not this episode, anyways. Okay, and I can go up in our inventory somewhere. Oh, notice that I did bring some arrows with me. Now, I goofed. I pulled the stuff out of here and I put it into the next one. I meant to take half of it and I took all of it, and that was a mistake because I go up through the different ranks here. So next up, we're going to sleep. What's the... Oh, my jetpack. I got my jetpack burning. I'm going, why am I on fire? Okay. So to make these ones, it's a whole bunch of... Ew. Oh, here's the other reason I made this emerald Paxel. It's the best weapon, too. Best weapon I can do right now. Okay, because look, it's a 13 with a speed of 4. Like if you remember, the axe that I was using before was a 15 on damage, but it's only a speed of 1. So when we're talking 4 times the speed, yeah, I'll go for that. Now there are definitely better melee weapons, but for what I can make right now, that's pretty damn good. Especially when it was so easy for me to get. I don't want this junk. Okay, so we went over those. So for our next step up, we're using these things, and that makes the stone ones. That's obsidian there. And then we take these and put them there. And we get 4 the iron ones. Those are iron blaze rods. And obsidian again. And then we take these 4. And that gets us the gold ones. And then the next level up involves gas tiers, which we don't have yet. We'll have very shortly, but we don't have them yet. Oh, I didn't need to make those now. I could have made those when I got back. I don't need to carry you with me. There we go. Just stick it there. All right, now... Oh, yeah. The reason I came back. Why are we down in the Nether? What are we doing down there? We need to make this reinforced survivalist strainer, because use on this gets us our lapis, it gets us our prosperity shards. We need those to get into the magical crops. We need that. We need this stuff very badly. The rest of that I'm not particularly worried about. I'm already getting most of that stuff from other... What's that? Oh yeah, I'm getting all the other stuff. Oh, I'm not getting that from anywhere, but that doesn't really matter. It's this, and this are the main things. But to make this sucker, I need these. And so I'm going to need at least 32 just to make one of these things, plus another 4 of them or something to do other stuff with to make it. So that's one of the some of the things we're going to need. We're also going to need to be able to make this stuff here. To make that, we're going to... All this is fairly easy. But... Whoops, I went too far out. But we have to be able to melt magma. But normally to get the melting chamber, you need 2 of these. And you use the melting chamber to melt down the stuff to feed it. So let's go back. Oh, so going over the things we need. We need dimensional shards. Oh, we need the crimson ore for this, for the... No, that. For... Not that. What do I need it for? To get crystallization chamber for this, we need mana steel. Mana steel is crimson steel. So we need some crimson to do this. We're obviously going to want some magma. ideally some magma creams, but we're going to need quartz for a bunch of different things. And we're going to need nether wart. And we're going to need some netherrack and at least one soul sand to grow the nether wart in. Sorry, not gobber. The gobber ore is really good for other things while we're down there. And we're going to need some netherrack. But mostly we're going to need a lot of dimensional shards while we're down there. But I'll show you how to get them anyways. Oh, and so that's why I was showing you the thing in the map to show the large mob icons. Okay, so we're still set on this, yeah. Now, from what I understand, they are more likely to spawn near a, what do you call those things? A fortress. So we're going to go, there's a fortress that direction, and there's a fortress in that direction. This one's just slightly closer. Somewhere. Well, I'm getting lost. Where is... We're going southeast. Now, you can see the icons on the map for some of the things. Is it down and over? It looks like it sort of comes to an end. Is it up and over? Oh, hold it. What? Oh, so it's saying, oh, I found the last one over there somewhere. Okay. What's that? Is that... No, that's not another fortress. I got lost, of course. I get on camera and I get lost. And I spent hours down here, so you'd think I'd know my way around, right? Last night looking for the... Now, here's the real trick to it, is you can see the lava monsters, their little icon on the screen. But what we're looking for is there'll be a little brown dot in the lava. And that's where they spawn. And I didn't realize that when I was doing it last time. I kept looking for them on the shore. I didn't know that. I think they actually spawn in the lava. And I kept thinking the brown spots I was seeing was like Netherrack poking its head up. But I think it was actually... Oh, here we are. That's the one I was looking for. So this is in a different place than I saw the last one. So let's do some mining while we're here. Oh, no, before we do that, let's get ourselves ready for... We'll grab ourselves a few... Whatchamacallit? Oh, I needed a ghast. I ran away from the ghast. I shouldn't have done that. So how do we get inside this thing? Do we get inside over here? Keep to the right. This is not the one I went through last time, or I would have known where most of the stuff was. So I haven't been here before. There we go. Nether wart at least. Can we vein mine nether wart? Yep. And we can vein mine this. Well, that should be enough of that, both of those. Oh, did we want to go up the stairs? That's a baby. I wonder if you can put a baby in a... Probably not. So let's... He managed to wither me. You little bastard, you. He's sneaky little bastard. There's some experience down there at least. Let's keep that cocked. And he did that to me. Why? Oh, I'm not, because I'm not on that. If somebody asked me why I would bother with a crossbow when the DPS is higher on the bow and they both do the same base damage, because I like to sneak around corners and hide on things. And whoops, let's reload that. Oh, a red mushroom. Brown mushrooms are all over the place down here. If I start spending too long, I am going to... I expected to find wither skeletons almost right away. No, I don't need those. Like, these guys here are wither skeletons, right? Figures. He did manage to get one in on me. Okay, now, let's see if while we were in there, if we managed to spawn... Well, if the lava monsters are actually showing up as lava monsters... No, they're showing up as these things. They eventually become the other looking ones. I don't see any... Oh, those little guys poking their heads out. Okay, so let's go do some mining while we're here. And that looks like a good... Actually, these trees here are nether wood. Okay. They can give us nether bananas. I should have got... I don't need shears. What am I thinking? That gave us nether bananas, and we got netherwood saplings. That was the interesting part, though. Okay, so now let's do some mining down. Well, let's come over here. And what do we got here? That's some of the silent gem stuff, so... Nether quartz? Whoops. Land first. Whoa, we did a double hit there. Okay, more silent gem stuff. I'm not as worried about getting all of it as I am like a little bit of each so I can see what they do, right, when I get back and what's in the nether. There's another red one. I don't care about one of those. Oh, lots of red ones. What do you know? What are you? Oh, well, yeah, that's the recent stuff. Okay. Whoop. Down we go again. So I guess I should probably be dealing with this, actually. there. Okay, so we can put that in there. Soul sand. Oh, I don't care. All right, and then for the backpack, I'll put these in here. I'll grab a couple more of those in case I end up with something I want to deal with. Let's move the rest of this down on here so I can just... Oh, I didn't have any nether quartz yet? Well, not nether quartz, I mean netherrack. Oh, so I've got to... This thing's not turned on. Oh, pickup. There we go. Okay. So now we want to continue... Oh, we should eat. Going down. Now this is the stuff where... Oh, yeah. Eat. Actually, if you want some really good food, take the nether... the nether banana, and then wrap it in some gold, and you got some pretty good food. Okay, now for this, we need to use this Paxel because it needs... See, if we pull back to that one, can't do it. This one we can. All right, and so... You know, I haven't seen any of those zircon. So did the zircon go in? Yeah, it did. We do need some of that. And I just saw something in here. Crimson. Oh, don't use the wrong one. We should probably do some repairs on this now. But I have not shown you any of the dimensional shards, which usually are pretty easy to get with... Whoops, what am I doing? Don't land on that. This looks like a bad place to do it, and I can't be bothered to try and fix it up, so we'll just go over here. Oh, we gotta eat. I really don't watch my food at all when I'm doing this. Whoa, there was a lot of that stuff, eh? Or either that or there's a hole there. Okay, let's go to this wall then. Yes, caught it. Takes forever when I'm not landed. Is that a whole new one? Yeah, okay. More gobbler. Or gobber. I keep wanting to call it gobbler. I don't know why. Guess it keeps going until I run out of food is what happens, eh? Last time I was deliberately doing shaped, but I haven't bothered this time. Mostly because it hasn't been particularly necessary. Well, last time I found that that stuff, like lots of it, pretty damn fast. So I don't know what's going on there. Definitely not finding it here. I wonder if it is in any way particular on where we are. Okay, so we've been in this area for a little while now. Did we give it enough time for... Oh, we came out... Yeah, we're underneath that. Let's see if we see a... There's a couple of somethings over here in the lava that haven't shown icons yet. We got some of the other ones. Let's get at least one brown. No. Okay, let's go back towards the... Now, there's these beehives, but why did I not see the red mushrooms last time? Oh, and here's another thing. This is probably the one I was looking for. Okay. That's closer to here, and I missed it completely. There was another something out. Okay. What I'm looking for are any little things that look like netherrack in the middle of the lava. And that could be one of our guys. This is where I went down last time. I went down in here. So let's try that. And see, it showed up immediately, right? And that's just some of it. There's more of it down here too. Let's see if we can fill in a bit of this. Oh, and I heard another Ghast, and I didn't go looking for it. Actually, I'm spending too long down here. Okay, if you dig down more around here, there's a fair bit of that dimensional shard stuff. Some people had trouble finding it. Now, can we hear a Ghast again? I want at least one. There you are. And I caught him. Yeah, you've got to get right into, like, fly right into the middle of them and do it there. Don't try to do it from the edge. And coming up from underneath, he doesn't see you. Okay, so now we were back down to looking for... What are you? Whoop! There. See, little brown dot out there? No, you actually are soul sent. Oh, well. Because when I finally did find one, that's what it looked like, was just a little dot like that sitting out in the lava, because I think they spawn in lava and work their way towards the shore. Because I was looking all along I knew they spawned down near lava, but I was taking forever to find one. Well, let's go over to the spot where I did find one before, which is over here. And I was right here when I grabbed it, and I think I'd seen it out about there. But I had been there for a while. I had been searching around here for a while when I... But yeah, it looked much like that does. Only almost more like Netherrack than soul sand. Oh, let's dimensional shards. I'll even do this one while I'm flying, because that stuff's important enough. But you can catch icons. That's where I got the it made my map so big, and the icons helps in searching for it. Now, so I'm taking too long in this episode. Do I cut away and then come back when I find one? Or do I just end the no, I want to find one. Okay. Video might get very choppy. I'm only going to show when I do something of interest. I'm going to do some mining and stuff, but most of this stuff is going to be boring junk. Because I haven't got enough of, where are my crystals? They're there. 46 of them. Well, actually that's barely enough, but I'd like some more of those. So I'm going to do a little bit more mining and hope to find one. And I'm going to cut away now, and I'll bring you back for anything. I'll actually keep it running. I'll just cut out all the uninteresting parts. What happens if I try killing these guys in mass? I obviously don't get any loot from them. I'm not even getting experience from them. But are they sharing? In other words, as long as they're there, will it not spawn a... Oops. Will it stop my creams from spawning? Not creams, my... Because new things do seem to spawn out of the lava when I kill these off. And do I need to kill a certain number of them? Oh. There, on camera. I see 2 of them. I just went on a mass killing spree of the other guys, and he showed up. I wonder if that was my key to this. There's one, and just in case I lose that one, we'll grab the other one that's here too. There we go. So now, have I got everything? I've got my Magma creams, I've got some Quartz, I've got some Netherwort, Yes, we've got everything, and we're not far from our thing. So yeah, it was under this, notice it, the general consensus is they spawn under fortresses. I didn't have to find my way all the way back here. I could have. Oh, and as you can see, I dug down there a little bit, and I really didn't find too much more of that. How much have I got in here now? I guess it's in this. Yeah, I think I had 46 originally, so I haven't found any more of it. But that's just enough to barely get us started. Let's not do it with the block that's going to place. There we go. Home. Okay, so what we can do with these is let's grab ourselves a... I put the chest in here, right? Yeah, I did. I'll grab 2 of those for right now because that's how many of these I've got. Oh, I got a bunch of that. I didn't switch it over. And where am I going to stick these? I can never decide where to put things. Because I always figure, oh, that's going to be a bad spot for it because, oh, hell, I'm just going to pick some place that I don't have to go to very often. And I'll put them over here. I don't like putting too much stuff over here because then mobs can't spawn in there. But if all I care about are rats, I guess it doesn't matter. Put one there, one there. Now, inside this one, we have our Magma Cube. So, Magma Cube first. So what happens is we open this up and we stick it in there. Now, as it keeps spawning them, the Lasso is going to take damage. If I want to avoid a problem of losing my Magma Cube, I just let it out of the Lasso, put it in a new Lasso, and stick it back in there. And that way I can keep them going forever that way. The other thing I'm going to set up immediately, and I'll make more of these things as well for later. The other one I want is your Magma Cube. Oh, Ghast. Yeah, actually, that's what I need right away. I thought I was going to be doing a, whatchamacallit. But no, we'll do that right away. And they haven't done anything yet, but they will. They'll start dropping our Magma Creams. Those will start dropping our Ghast tiers. And then I need at least a couple of them for, or more, for the Wither Skeletons, for their skulls. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I at least showed you how I got it. I wasn't here actually all that long. What I think I did that triggered it was when I started killing all those lava monsters, that's when they spawned. Because they hadn't spawned up until then. And I've been doing this for a little while now. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and have some fun. Thanks.